everyone, I decided to hop on here and talk to you a little bit about what's been going on in my life lately. So I've been working on this journal. I am almost done with it. Let's see. I have about that much left of it. Just a few more pages. I should be done with it probably within the next few weeks. If you want, I could do a flip through of this journal. If you want me to do that, I'll be more than happy to show you what that's all about. And also something has been coming to my mind. Lately I've been going through plenty of pruning. Once again, I've been getting rid of a lot of junk that I don't even need. A lot of stuff that doesn't belong in my own personal space, which is a good thing, because I don't need it. I don't need a whole lot of clutter in my personal space. And pruning also reminds me of spring cleaning. You know, like when you spring clean, you clean it, you know, everything in your own living quarters, your own home or apartment, whatever, wherever it is you live. And you end up decluttering a lot. Well, pruning is a lot like that because like it's what God is pulling out a lot of yuckiness that doesn't belong within you, a lot of yuckiness that doesn't belong in your life. And just like last year's, well, actually starting from August 2022 till December of this year, 2020, of this past year, last year, 2023, there's been plenty of pruning going on in my life. And it's not that it hasn't happened before. I've gone through pruning seasons, up and down, all throughout my whole entire life. One major pruning season happened right after I left New Jersey. So, I'm glad that I left that situation behind, and I don't need to return to that, and I don't intend to. I don't intend to run back to my abuser and people who took her side. So, it was a matter of my pruning them out of my life, because I didn't need to be around that toxicity. Throughout the years, I've terminated several friendships because I didn't like what was going on. I don't like being put in the middle of all the garbage and mess that was going on among people, and I don't need that. I don't need it in my life, and I don't want that in my life. So I had to take a firm stand on that, and that was like my own proverbial pruning / spring cleaning of my life and soul. And every so often I'll pray to the Lord to prune me, to purge out what doesn't belong with me, what doesn't belong in my life. That includes like material possessions, people, situations, whatever it is. So recently, two people in my circle of associates, let's just put it that way, were pruned out. The one guy, I don't even know what happened to him. He just left. And the other guy, he had like anger problems, and he never gave me any problems personally, but I know that he would clash and butt heads and lock horns with other people. How often did this occur? I have no idea. I really don't care about that. But these two people got pruned out of my life. I have a feeling that more pruning is going to occur. I just don't know when. I feel like currently, like, because a lot of pruning and changing and fixing and all shifting and changing and all this other stuff took place in my life for the past, almost a year and a half. As I said, from August 2022 to December 2023, a lot of changes have been taking place, a lot of bumps in the road have been taking place. And I have a feeling that, look, I'm currently in the season of the calm after the storm, or like waiting in the hallway type of thing, which is fine. Like, I don't mind. God's timing is perfect, of course, and like, we can't always decipher and know when God is going to act or not act. We can't read God's mind. I know I can't, Believe me, I would be the last person to even die trying to do that. So I don't even bother trying to read God's mind or anybody else's mind for that matter. I don't need to be doing that. I just lean on the Lord. I trust in Him, and I love Him with my whole heart and soul. But I do, like, and I was at work yesterday. I was pondering over this, and I had this. I felt something on my heart that something sooner or later is about to change. I don't know if it's going to be in the near future or in the far off future or somewhere in between, but something is about to occur. I don't know if it's going to be the good, the bad, the ugly, all the above. I have no idea. It's all in the Lord's hands. I have no idea what season the Lord is going to have me enter into next. But I do know one thing for sure, that I'm always changing. I'm always evolving as a human being. God is always doing work on my heart in one way or another. And I have the feeling that more fixing and changing and shifting and pruning and purging and all this other stuff being broken open is going to take place one way or another sooner or later. That I could tell you definitively for sure. That I know for sure. And I know it's not always fun and games. I know pruning can be painful, especially when you lose people who are close to you, who are very dear to you, or situations that you do want to cling to. And believe me, I can be a very clingy person. My male best friend, Christopher, he's always telling me, oh, you're so clingy, you're so clingy. He's not picking on me, but I know I am, because I don't like to let go, but letting go is part of the pruning process. And I think Carissa is right. My friend is right, because he doesn't want to see me being clingy when it comes to situations and people and locations and whatever it is. Because there has to become a time that things have to be mixed up a bit, and things need to change, and I need to change as a person. I can't get stuck in a single little bubble, because that's not going to help me. That's not going to help me grow. How can I be in a bubble and grow at the same time? They're two conflicting things. It's just not possible. And believe me, I know, because when I was in that situation with my abuser at that job, Jerry, I felt like I was entrapped in that proverbial bubble along with her and the two sisters who manned the company. I felt trapped because I felt like I didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. There was no cloud with silver linings, until I got that motivation and the gall and the guts to actually get out of that situation. I knew I had to, because in that situation it was like either do or die. I mean, I'm not saying that my abuser would have taken a gun to my head and shot me dead. I'm not saying that she would have done that. But again, I wouldn't put it past her either. But anyway, point being is that when I was in a situation, I was so depressed that I wasn't eating right, I wasn't sleeping right, I was angry all the time. It was taking really toll on me. And I knew that I either stay in this situation and die from my depression, or hightail my butt out of there. So I chose to hightail my butt out of that situation, and I had to. And that was my pruning them out of my life. That whole group of people in that situation, in that location, that was my way of pruning that out of my life. And I don't think God would have wanted me to stay in that situation anyway either. Why would He? Why would He? I see no legit reason for that. And I know that abuse is a sin. I know that God views abuse as a sin, and He will never condone it. He will never allow that. In the way that the fact of the matter it is a sin, He allowed it in a way that I think He was trying to change my heart. I think He allowed it to happen to me to not test my faith, but to stretch it, definitely. And I feel like, looking back on it, I was like a vessel being broken open. I felt like I was gold tested by fire. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, if this were to be going on now, I probably would be handling it a whole lot differently. But keep in mind that I was in my 20s when I was late 20s, early 30s dealing with this. Now I'm 44 years old. My way of thinking is so different from it now than it was before. And, I'm not saying that, like, I'm all fixed up or whatever. No, I have a lot of pruning to do. I have a lot of spring cleaning to get done. And I'm all for God working on my heart and soul and every fiber of my being. So he'll mold me and shape me into his own liking.